me entenderán, y quiero meterme a las formas. Aún así, después de la información de los medios masivos rusos, las cosas que me dicen mis papás, mis amigos.
Oh, ok, ya. Maru, hello Maru. Había algo de ruido en con su micrófono. Hola, ¿cómo están todos? Hello everybody. Kenai, Camila, Rocío, Lorena, Maru, and Vianey. Quiero verlos a todos, porque no veo a nadie más que foto. Ahora sí ya veo a Vianey, a Camila, nada más veo una foto de lado. Así no me puedo dirigir a nadie. Lorena, Kenai, ahora sí Camila, bienvenida, bienvenida. Maru, Rocío, parece que algunos están teniendo problemas, me parecen, para entrar. Se me hace extraño porque Marta Silvia, pues ya había estado. Ricardo Centeno, espero y no tengan problema. Quiero ver a Maru, a Lorena, a Rocío, a Kenai. Ok, pues bienvenidos, muy buenas tardes. Good afternoon everyone. Thank you for being here in our first English class. Remember that our English class is starting today, March 7th, and it's ending at April 1st. We have 4 weeks. We have 4 weeks of English classes. It's a pleasure, Vianey, to see you again right here in our platform, in our class. Muy bien, muy bien. Gracias. Gracias por estar. Oscar, welcome, Oscar. Oscar, bienvenidos todos, bienvenidos a nuestro curso. Recuerden quienes son nuevos, quienes no han estado, recuerden que tenemos actividades, aún no están en la plataforma, hoy me parece que las subían, pero van a aparecer hacia abajo, hasta lo último, y tenemos hasta el día domingo, till Sunday, before 11:55, hasta antes de las 11:55 p.m., ¿verdad? Para enviar las actividades, pero les sugiero que las manden con más tiempo, ¿verdad? Que no nos esperemos a que sea domingo a las 11:55 para enviar las actividades. Entonces, vamos a iniciar. Los que ya han estado, pues ya saben la dinámica. Quien no ha estado, pues es estar en clase, tomar nuestra clase, pues para no verla luego nada más en grabación, porque pues es mucho mejor estar... Ay, no se está cargando. Es mejor estar aquí participando que estar nada más viendo una grabación, ¿verdad? Entonces, sí les sugiero estar en clase y más que nada, nuevamente, para mí es mucho, se me hace mucho mejor poder dirigirme ahorita a Rocío, porque estoy viendo, si le pregunto algo, ella voy a ver qué contesta, a Vianey. En cambio, cuando no estamos, que nada más vemos el puro nombre, la verdad, no sabemos si están aquí o no están, porque sucede que se pregunta a alguien, no contesta, y aunque aquí aparezca el nombre, la persona no está presente. Entonces, pues sí les pediría lo más que se pudiera que estuvieran, pues quiero verlos más que nada, en una palabra, verlos directamente, verlos, porque así no me da confianza de preguntarle a Camila, a Maru, a Ken, a Kenai, a Oscar, porque no sé si realmente estén o no están, ¿verdad? Entonces sí les voy a pedir que por favor pues enciendan todo, que prendan su pantalla, sus micrófonos cuando les toque participar y algo así por el estilo, ¿sí? Algunos, a ver. Es que están teniendo problemas, pero espero y no tengan ya problemas para entrar. Es que sucede más pues cuando somos nuevos, ¿verdad? En alguna plataforma sucede que no podemos entrar, se nos pasa algo, pero no. Bien, pues el día de hoy, perdón, soy Jorge Marín, soy su English teacher para quien no ha estado y me da mucho gusto compartir con ustedes, estar con ustedes en este curso. vamos a dar un pequeñísimo repaso, pues porque ya vamos en el nivel 7, ya a estas alturas ya hemos visto, se ha visto algo. No podemos repasar, obviamente, todo lo que se ha visto en 6 niveles, pero sí recordar algo de lo que ya hemos visto para, pues para recordar, simple y sencillamente recordar lo que se ha visto. Y si tenemos alguna duda, pues salga esta duda y vamos a comenzar. Recuerden, son 4 semanas, las cuales se van rapidísimo. Entonces, pues vamos a dar inicio a nuestra clase. Tomo una foto pues para saber quién está y poder preguntar, solamente por eso. Vamos a hacer una revisión rápida, como les comentaba, vamos a ver cómo andamos para finding the mistake, para encontrar un error. Son temas que ya se han visto y que al verlo, pues vamos a ver simple y sencillamente, pues para romper el hielo, cómo andamos más o menos. Y pues quiero darle la bienvenida a Camila. Camila, hello Camila, how are you? How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. And you?
Welcome to our English class, and I want to, can you read please? Can you check and read this sentence and try to look the mistake? Vamos a encontrar. Si no lo encuentra, no se preocupe, lo checamos. Look at the first sentence and check that and find the mistake. ¿Qué error tendrá esta pequeña oracioncita? It is raining when I got home last night. You were right.
I will put was instead of is.
Okay, Camila says that we're going to change is. It should be was instead of is, because look, it was raining. It is raining is simple present, obviously not. It is raining when I got home last night. It was raining. Okay. Past continuous. Remember that when we saw past continuous, something that was happening in the past or happened in the past. It was raining when I got home last night. Very good, Camila. Very, very good. We use the past progressive or past continuous for a longer action that was interrupted by a shorter action in the past. We use the past progressive or past continuous. Very good, thank you. Let's continue with the next one. Can I? Hello, Eduardo. Can I, Eduardo? How are you today? Hello. Is not Can I, Eduardo here? Yes, I'm reading his name. Can I? I told you before that I prefer to see you here on the screen, that only read your name, solamente estar leyendo su nombre porque me confunde mucho así. Ok, vamos a ver a Marta. Hello, Marta Silvia.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you here again. Can you read?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, can you read the next sentence and find a mistake? I have not ate anything today.
¿Está en pasado simple el verbo?
It's in simple past. And how it should be? You say that it's in simple past. And how? What is going to change in the sentence? What do you change right here? What's the mistake?
Oh, no lo detecto, teacher.
No, don't worry about that. Oscar, hello, Oscar.
Hi, teacher.
How's it going, Oscar?
Hello,
Hello, how's it going?
hello. I'm fine. Everything's great.
Okay, that's great. Can you find a mistake in this sentence, please?
I have not ate anything today. El error estaría I have not ate. En la conjugación del verbo.
How it should be.
I have not ate anything today. Nada más que no sabría cómo se conjuga.
Okay.
¿Cómo se escribiría?
I-
Eaten. O no, o porque eating no sería.
No, ing.
I have not ate anything today. No.
No, don't worry, Oscar. We are. Let's go with Lorena. Hello, Lorena. Hi, Lorena. How are you today?
Hi, teacher.
Okay.
I am fine. And you?
Very good. I'm great. I'm great here with you, with all of you in our English class. Can you check the mistake? Can you find the mistake?
El verbo debería estar en presente. Si fuera una oración en presente, yo pondría el verbo en presente,
Eat.
porque dice que hoy.
Oh.
Eat, porque dice I have not eat anything today, porque today está sucediendo hoy.
Ok.
Entonces
Sure.
yo opinaría que debería decir ate.
I have no eat. Eat.
No.
Simple
No.
present. In simple present, eat, or what do you change right here? Camila. Okay. Thank you, Lorena. Camila, what do you think about that? What do you change? I have not.
I will use eating instead of ate. I've not eaten anything today.
I have not eating.
I'm not completely sure if I'm correct.
Okay, we're going to check. Don't worry. I have not eaten. Eaten. Remember ¿qué tiempo es este? I haven't eaten. No he comido. I haven't eaten.
Pasado.
Eaten.
Participio.
¿Es el pasado participio? O
Participio.
Present. Ok, pero ¿qué tiempo es? The present perfect.
Perfect.
Present, remember, present perfect subject, have or has, and the verb in past participle. Ok, verbo en pasado participio. Vean el present perfect. Remember, este es el, recuerden, estamos recordando. This is present perfect. Si fuera pasado era I had. I have not eaten. I haven't eaten. No he comido nada hoy. I haven't eaten. No se preocupen. Vamos con la siguiente. If I am a child, I will play outside. Look at this sentence. Now, déjenme ver quién más estaba. Maru. Rocio.
Hi, teacher.
Okay, hello, Maru. How's it going?
Hello, teacher. Very good.
Okay, that's great.
I am.
Very good. Thank you. Look at the next sentence and find a mistake. Remember?
I am. If I am a children, I wouldn't play it outside. If I am a children, I playing outside.
What would you? What would,
children.
Children. Okay, you think that you should change child instead of children?
Child.
Okay, but let's go with thank you, Maru. Rocio. Look at the sentence. Do you think that
Hi, teacher.
do you think that Charlie that is the wrong word?
No, the child is correct,
Is correct.
but would is a mistake because if was present, can play outside, and the past of can is could. If I am a child, I could play outside.
If I am a child, I could play. You say that
Yes, I
if
could
I am
play.
a child, you say that what conditional is it? If you change,
Ay, no me acuerdo si es el tercero,
okay.
si mal recuerdo.
Conditional, the third conditional is not in present. The condition is not in present. Luego we have present and would. ¿Qué estará mal? Which conditional? A volunteer. You can say, a volunteer can say, okay, Camila. What's the,
I think that the answer is if I were a child, I will play outside.
if I were a child, you say it. If I were a child, I would play outside. What conditional is it? Camila, do you remember? Past, look, past and would,
No.
or could, no? Okay, don't worry, no se preocupe. Pero ¿qué nos dice? Second conditional, if plus past tense and subject. The result, would, could, or might. Tenemos el would. The second conditional is used for unreal situation. Ok. Vean que usamos el pasado del verbo, el verbo en pasado en la condición, pero si hablamos del verbo to be, siempre, dijimos siempre se va a usar el were. If I were, if he were, if she were, if they were, if we were, siempre va a ser to be, ¿verdad? Verbo to be, were, nada más, no vamos a usar was. Y si usamos otro verbo, it will be, será, pues el pasado del verbo. Aquí es el pasado del verbo to be. Y nos dice, the second conditional is used for unreal situations. Fact, vean la realidad. You are not a child, but if you were a child, you will play outside. Dice, vean, no eres un niño. If you were a child, you are not a child. No eres un niño, pero if you were a child, si fueras niño, you will play outside, jugarías fuera. Vean, es el segundo. Recuerden, el pasado del verbo o el pasado del verbo to be usando were y el resultado va a ser would, could, or might. Bien, this is the second conditional. Simple past, result, would, could, or might. Muy bien. Let's continue with the next one. Everyone have sent that movie. Everyone have sent that movie. Look, everybody look at that, and a volunteer can answer, can say, can find a mistake. Welcome, Ricardo. Ricardo, welcome to our English class. Good to see you here.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, I'm great, thank you. Look, we are finding a mistake in the sentences to remember some topics that we saw in our last courses, okay?
Okay.
Okay, very good. Welcome to our class. Everyone.
Thank you very much.
And we need a volunteer, un voluntario, a volunteer who says, me, teacher.
Me, teacher. Rocío.
Okay, Rocío, go ahead.
Everyone have seen that movie, and the correct is everyone has seen that movie.
Everyone has seen. Look, remember that when we use the cuando hablemos, when we talk about the indefinite pronouns, we're going to check in this level. but we saw in a past topic. Ya lo habíamos visto, pero vamos a recordarlo en este 7. Cuando hablemos de, when we refer to a, when we refer to any indefinite pronouns, in this case, everyone, we're going to use the verb as it were third person. If it were a third person, we're going to use has. Cuando usamos cualquier, ¿verdad? Indefinite pronoun, usamos el verbo como si habláramos, y we were talking about a third person singular, como si nos refiriéramos a la tercera persona. Entonces, en este caso es has y nos da la explicación. Y aparte, tenemos el second conditional. Nos dice second conditional, lo acabamos de ver ahorita. No, esto era de la otra parte, no sé por qué me lo pusieron. Ok, esto es de la pasada. Pero si usamos cualquier, como les comentaba, si usamos cualquier indefinite pronoun, vamos a referirnos con el verbo como en tercera persona. Pero tenemos otro más. Look, if we will be late, they will be angry. If we will be late, they will be angry. A volunteer who wants to answer this sentence, he found, quien ya encontró, who found a mistake. Who found a mistake? Ricardo? Okay, Roberto. Welcome, Roberto. I haven't seen you. Good to see you.
No. Okay, thank you. So
Okay.
I think the wrong word here in this sentence is the word will. In this case, we need to replace for will. If we will be late.
If we,
Will,
in the condition, you say you are talking about the condition.
or will be.
If we,
Will be. If we will be late.
what would you change? Will you change? ¿Qué cambiaría? You will change. You says will. Dice will. Cambiaré will instead of what?
No.
No.
Sí.
Okay.
Okay.
Instead of, en lugar de qué? If we.
Okay. Pondría if we will be.
Pero would. Usted nos dice we would be.
Correct. Correct.
They will be angry.
They will be angry.
Okay, nos dice, you says that you would change, cambiaría, you would change will instead of would. Okay, vamos a checar si alguien dice no, I think that. Okay, thank you. Vamos a ver quién observó algo más. If we will be late, they will be angry. Camila? Oh, no, Camila. I thought that Camila was raising her hand, but not. Yes? Okay. She says yes.
I will cross the verb to be. And
Will?
it will be something as if we will late, they will be angry.
Okay, can you repeat?
In this case,
If
I will cross B.
B. You said you think that B is the wrong word. Yes? Do you think that the verb be is wrong? This is the mistake?
Sorry, teacher.
Okay. Roberto. Okay, thank you, Camila. Let's go with Roberto. What would you say? What would you choose? What would you change?
Sorry, this is Ricardo, teacher.
Okay, Ricardo.
Sorry, I was helping to enter to other co-students. No, I don't remember the name. I mean, people who is in the same class. So just trying to understand, we are talking about unreal. This is something that is not real in this conditional.
Yes, this is a conditional. What conditional is it?
If it is it is unreal, I remember that we have to use the verb in past. I mean, for example, if I were you, I don't know if it's this case.
No.
If it is the case, no?
It's not unreal. This is not unreal.
Okay.
Look, we have the result, will. When we have in the result will, remember when we have in the result will, how do we have in the condition? The condition is in simple present.
Okay.
Bien simple presente aquí.
Yeah.
Look, the result will, future with will be, will plus the verb in simple form. ¿Cómo sería aquí? Si tenemos el will en el resultado, the simple present. ¿Cómo sería esta parte en simple present?
If we are late.
If we are late.
We are late.
Angry. Look, if we are.
Yeah.
What conditional is it? Present and will. The future with will.
This is the first.
The first conditional. Okay. Being late, llegar tarde. Being late is a real possibility. Vean, no era unreal, real possibility. So, you should use the first conditional. First conditional equal if plus subject, if plus subject, plus present simple, the result, subject, will, okay, subject plus will. Condicional 1. First conditional, presente y futuro. Presente. If we are late, they will be angry. Okay. If we, aquí está mal el if, aquí era if. If we are late, porque toda la condición es con if. If we are late, they will be angry. Si llegamos tarde y we are late, estarán enojados, estarán molestos, ¿verdad? They will be angry. Ok, muy bien. Recuerden, no se preocupen, solo estamos recordando algo que ya vimos y obviamente, obviously, se nos olvida con el tiempo porque ya tuvimos 2 semanas sin estar. Entonces, se comprende. It's comprehensible. Next one. Look, my father is thinking that I should stop smoking. My father is thinking that I should stop smoking. Chequenla. Check it. Check it out. ¿Alguien tiene algún ruidito en su... Ok. Roberto está levantando su mano. Robert is raising his hand. Go ahead, Robert.
No, in this case,
Oh.
I raised my
Okay. Okay, I saw
Yes.
your hand. I saw your hand on the screen and I thought that you wanted to participate. No problem. My father is thinking that I should stop smoking. Ricardo?
Sí, teacher, nada más que no sé cómo levantar la mano.
Okay. Y no la estoy...
Así, ¿verdad?
I can see you because I only see on the screen Camila, Ricardo, and Roberto, and the rest of the group I can see them. Okay, go ahead. My father is thinking that I should stop smoking. Where is the mistake, or what's the mistake?
think is in should. The correct will be must. My father is thinking that I must stop smoking.
Okay,
Must.
You think that we should change should instead of must. Okay, and what about
I think,
Ricardo? Okay.
I think the mistake is in, we don't have to use is thinking. I think we have to say, my father thinks I should stop smoking.
Very good. My father thinks. My father thinks I should stop smoking. Good. My father thinks I should stop smoking. Look, in this sentence, the verb think is a state verb. Remember the state verb. We have some state verbs that we shouldn't use them with ing. Recuerden que hay algunos verbos, ¿verdad? Los state verbs que no, por lo general, no se ponen con ing, como like. Casi por lo general no decimos I liking, they are liking. No, ¿verdad? Son verbos, state verbs that they don't use ing. In this sentence, the verb think is a state verb. It is generally not used in the progressive. It is not used in the progressive. Okay, my father thinks. For this reason, we're going to use things. Simple present, mi papá cree, mi papá piensa que debo dejar de fumar. Stop smoking. And remember that
It is
with the verb stop, the next one will be with ing. ¿Verdad?
It is because,
excuse me?
I don't know, it is in this way, teacher, because my father think only once, I mean, only one time. He's not thinking and thinking and thinking.
Yes.
That's the way to understand it.
He's not thinking all the time. He's not thinking all the time. My father thinks, ¿verdad? Cree, piensa, just one time, as you says. Very good. Solamente una vez, ¿verdad? No estar pensando y más porque los verbos, los state verbs, son los que casi por lo general no se usan en present continuous, en progressive. Como les decía, casi los verbos like, having depende de lo que estamos hablando, pero por lo general no se usan como liking, gustando, me está gustando, liking, I like, she likes, pero no she's liking, ¿verdad? She's having, nosotros sí lo escuchamos bien, pero por lo general estos verbos no deben de usarse con ing, que son los state verbs. Bien, entonces este era el error, la mistake. Pero vean, tenemos uno sencillo y dice, look, it snow. Recuerden, estamos recordando lo que hemos visto a través de estas oraciones en clases pasadas.
Look, it's snowing.
Look, it's snowing. Look, we have the verb to be. When we have a verb be in present or in past, we're going to use ing. Look, it's snowing. Look, it's snowing. We use the present progressive or present continuous tense if you want to describe what is happening now. What is happening now is snowing, ¿verdad? No dice look, it is snow. Está nevando. Si vemos el verbo to be en presente o pasado, porque podemos tener el pasado continuo, estuvo o estaba nevando ayer, it was snowing yesterday, o ahorita, it is snowing in this moment, it's snowing, está nevando, look, it's snowing, está nevando, ¿verdad? Muy bien, very, very good. Veo que sí están recordando a pesar del tiempo. I fell asleep while I watched TV. I fell asleep while I watched TV.
Sleep no lleva a, perdón.
A ver, nuevamente. Me dice que...
Sleep is while I waited TV. Sleep es cenar. Cine, sleep.
Si lleva asleep. ¿Qué es el asleep? ¿Qué es asleep? Nos dice que solo debe decir sleep. Pero asleep
Sleep,
es dormido
Dormido.
o dormida. I fell asleep.
es
Watching.
dormida.
¿Cómo?
Asleep.
Asleep is correct because asleep is correct
Excuse
because
me.
asleep is in Spanish
Sleeping.
dormido o dormida. ¿Ok? I fell asleep. Pero ¿qué estará mal? I fell asleep while
Watching.
Sleeping.
I think we have to use if I remember well, when we are using while, we have to use the verb with the ending in ing.
ing. Okay.
In
Okay. I fell asleep
because we are using while.
Ok, bien, dice, ¿qué dice aquí en español? I fell asleep. Me quedé dormido.
Me quedé dormida
Dormida.
mientras miraba.
Dormida. Mientras que I fell asleep while I
Was watching TV.
Ok, I fell asleep while I was watching. Faltaba was watching. Me quedé dormido mientras estaba viendo televisión. After while, vean después de while, after while, use past progressive o past continuous, lo que decíamos ahorita. Si vemos, aquí no lo teníamos, pero dice, I fall asleep while. Me quedé dormido mientras yo vi televisión. No, estaba viendo. Mientras estaba viendo, after a while, use past progressive. Again, dice nuevamente, this is a longer action. Watching TV es una acción extensa, grande, larga. That was interrupted by a shorter action. Fue interrumpida por una acción más corta. Se quedó dormido o dormida. I fell asleep while I was watching TV. Remember? Recuerden cuando pues ya hablamos del pasado continuo, past continuous. Tenemos present continuous. I am watching TV. I was watching TV. Estoy viendo televisión mientras estaba viendo televisión. Okay, past continuous. Very good. I have lived in Canada since 10 months. I have lived in Canada since 10 months.
Sería I was lived in Canada since 10 months.
I don't think so because we are using since.
Okay, look. Who has the reason?
But the sentence is in past.
I have lived in Canada since 10 months. Look.
Is for, no?
Without have.
Who says for? Who said? ¿Quién dijo que era for?
Me, José Luis.
Okay, José Luis. I've lived in Canada for 10 months. Remember when we saw since and for. For describes a duration. Since describes when an action began. Vean que el for describe la duración de tiempo. ¿Cuánto tiempo fue? 10 months. Since describes when an action began. Desde, aquí faltaría desde hace. En el primero le faltaría since 10 months ago. Aquí le faltaría el ago para que dijera, he vivido en Canadá desde hace 10 meses, ¿verdad? Cuando empezó la acción, pues hace 10 meses y estamos tal fecha, pero aquí el for, la duración. For por 10 meses, no desde 10 meses. Vean, desde faltaría el hace. Desde hace 10 meses, a lo mejor ahí sí. Pero dice, since 10 months, debe ser for, because for describes the duration. ¿Cuánto tiempo duró viviendo? 10 meses. Duration of time. And since, when the action began. Dicen, I've been studying English. He estado estudiando. I've been studying English since, desde que empiezan, ¿verdad? Since 1999. Since 2020. ¿Desde cuándo empezaron, verdad? Desde el 2020. Describe when action began. Since 2021, el año pasado, desde el 21, pero desde que inicia la acción. Y el for, I've been studying English for 10 months. I've been studying English for 2 years. Nos dice la duración. Por 2 años he estudiado, he estado estudiando. Ok, remember. And now we have, there is a warm country. Vean qué cortita está esta oración. There is a warm country. Pero tenemos un error, but we have a mistake because we're finding a mistake.
Me, teacher.
Okay, go ahead.
Jacqueline,
Huh?
is there a warm country?
Is there is the question. No, we don't have any remember that is there is only question.
Okay.
Sería, this is a warm country.
This is a warm country. This is a warm country. Luego dice, there is, hay un país caliente. Y nos dice, ¿cómo nos dijo? ¿Alguien? ¿Oscar?
Sí.
¿Sí nos dijo usted ahorita? You said that the other.
Sí.
How was it?
Sí, fui yo, Oscar.
Huh? But what do you think is it the correct?
I think it's, this is a warm country.
This. You said that this is. Este es. Me suena muy bien. It means that it's okay, but let's look. It is a warm country or that or this, como dijo Oscar. Puede ser this is this. Okay, aquí nos dicen this is a warm country. Maybe it could be fine. That country is warm or it is a warm country. It is. ¿Por qué es eso? In the above sentence, vean en la oración de arriba, there is an adverb that indicates a place. An adverb should not be the subject of a sentence. Vean que un adverbio como el there is no debe ser el sujeto de la oración. No debe de ser el sujeto. An adverb should not be the subject of a sentence. Instead, en lugar de usar esto, instead, use it as the subject. It. Vean el sujeto it. No podemos decir he is a warm country porque el país pues no es él. She is tampoco, sino it. Porque nos dice que el there is an adverb. Nos indica lugar. There is. Y un adverbio no debe ir como sujeto de una oración, sino it is a warm country or that. Ok. That country, pero aquí podemos decir that country, describe, para describir el país, that country is warm, pero lo más correcto es como it is. Ok, muy bien.
Hi, teacher, excuse me, one question regarding the previous exercise.
Yes.
In that case, if we use there is together, is the same situation, because I understand there by itself is a place, but if I use there is, which means in Spanish hay
un país.
Is it incorrect also?
It depends what we're talking about, because there is a warm country in the context that we are using. For example, if we are talking about warm countries, podemos decir, si hablamos de países cálidos, calientes, decimos, pues sí hay, there is a warm country, porque obviamente hay países cálidos, there is a warm country, pero si aquí, ¿cómo le quisiera decir?
Okay. Okay, I understand. In this case, because we are starting with there by itself, which is a place.
Yes.
But if we were talking in general, I mean, it depends of other.
It depends on the context of the.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, yes.
Okay, thank you.
An adverb no be a subject. Nos dice que un adverbio casi por lo general no debe ir, pero si estamos pues describiendo algo, ¿verdad? En descripciones pues sí lo podríamos hacer. Ok. I have not an iPhone. I have not an iPhone. ¿Dónde habrá un error aquí? Tan sencillísimo. This sentence.
I don't have.
Okay. Where is the mistake in this one? I have not an iPhone.
Podría ser un I not have iPhone.
Can you repeat, please, Maru?
I not have a phone.
I not
I not have a phone.
I not have.
I not have a phone.
All
Yo no tengo un teléfono.
Okay.
O yo I have not a phone.
Okay. Vemos. Look at the rest of the class. What do you think?
I don't have iPhone.
I don't have an iPhone.
I don't have a phone.
I do not have.
I do not have a phone.
Okay, I don't have an iPhone. People do not say I have not something anymore.
I don't have a phone.
I have not algo. No tengo. Vean porque casi esto, el I have not, el I have lo usamos en el present perfect, ¿verdad? Pero para negar casi no usamos people do not say I have not something anymore. Ya no sé.
I don't.
Paréntesis,
Okay.
the negative form in simple present is the subject plus the
Sobre that el tú, I do not have.
Y el verbo en su forma simple, ¿verdad? I don't have, I do not have an iPhone. No tengo. I do not have, I don't have an iPhone. Pero I have not antes, porque aquí nos dice, no dice I have not something anymore. ¿Qué es el anymore? Que antes se usaba. Antes se usaba decir, pero ya no se usa decir. El anymore ya no más. Ya no se dice I have not an iPhone. Instead of that, we use the simple present I don't have or I do not have an iPhone. Casi, ¿verdad? I don't have, faltaba el número. I do not have. Muy bien.
No, si te dije el do.
Si dijo el do, no le escuché bien, Marco. Sorry.
Yes, she said since the beginning.
Okay, very good. I haven't ever been to Korea. I haven't ever been to Korea. Look. We are almost done. Ya las vamos a acabar. We're almost done. Pero lo han hecho perfecto. Nos hemos dado cuenta porque este es el error. I haven't been to Korea.
In that case, yeah, this is Ricardo. In that case, if we are using a negative form of have, we have to use never, if I remember well.
Okay, Ricardo, can you repeat, please? In this case, if we are using have not, in that case, has a contraction, but it is have not. We have to use never instead of using ever. Okay,
right?
Yes. You said that it could be I haven't never been to Korea. That's right? I haven't never. Ricardo?
Yes, I remember that we have to use never because we are using a negative form.
Okay.
But I have the doubt if the position of ever is correct or not.
Okay.
That's
okay. We can use, as Ricardo says, he has a question, él tiene una pregunta, dice una duda. We have negative, haven't, have not, but we can have two negatives. No podemos
right.
never, porque ya estamos negando aquí. No podemos tener una negación más never, que es negación. No podemos tenerla.
Yeah, that's right.
Never.
Teacher,
¿Sí? Yes.
I have a question. For example, is it possible to use I haven't been in Korea?
I haven't been in Korea, nos dice. Sí, ¿verdad? I haven't been. Vean que vamos a quitar el ever. ¿Por qué quitamos el ever? Ahorita vamos a ver por qué. Y vea, Ricardo, look. I have.
Yes.
When we use
never,
the verb is in affirmative, not in negative. Okay? Because if we have negative and negative, two negatives in the same sentence is incorrect. I haven't been in Korea. Vean, no he estado en Corea. O I have never been. Nunca he estado en Corea. ¿Verdad? De lo contrario diríamos nunca nunca, ¿verdad? Y aquí nunca he estado. I have never. Affirmative and never. Negative, been. Pero el ever no va porque el ever dijimos que lo usamos solo in questions. Ever, remember when we talk in this topic, when we review this topic, cuando tuvimos este tema de que dijimos hay que hacer preguntas solamente con ever. Have you ever? Have you ever eaten? Have you ever been? Have you ever? Ever is only used with the present perfect in questions. It is not used in statements. Vean que no se usa el ever en oraciones, sino solamente en preguntas. Only in questions. Entonces, look, been, I have, I haven't been. No usamos ever. I haven't been to Korea. No he estado en Corea. I have never been. Nunca he estado en Corea. Estas serían las dos correctas. Quitaríamos el ever. Muy bien. The students have a good time in class today. The students have a good time in class today.
Hi, this is Ricardo Centeno.
Sí, Ricardo.
I think in that case we are talking in present, but we have to talk in past, not in present. It means instead of use have, we have to use have.
Had. You says that is had. Look. Are having a good class today.
Okay.
Vamos a ver por qué. The verb have, hace rato les nombré que había verbos state verbs, estativos, pero a veces sí se pueden usar dependiendo. Vamos a ver qué nos dice. The verb have is a state verb. Vean que los state verbs no deben llevar por lo general la ing, pero en este caso, in this case, we are using that because, so it shouldn't be using the progressive. Vean los state verb shouldn't be using the progressive. However, por lo tanto, to have a good time, vean la expresión to have a good time es pasársela bien, ¿verdad? It's an expression, you like have a baby. Esta es una expresión como tener un bebé, tener una fiesta, y estas expresiones son acciones. These expressions are actions. So, they can be used in the progressive. Vean, nos dice que el having, porque yo les había dicho anteriormente, casi no se usan los verbos estativos con ing, no usamos liking, me está gustando, liking, o having, pero hay excepciones, como aquí nos dice el verbo have, es un state verb, it shouldn't be used in the progressive. No debe ser usado en continuidad, en present continuous or past continuous. Pero, dice however, por lo tanto, o pero, la expresión have a good time, como nos dice acá arriba, es una expresión como cuando dicen tener un bebé o tener fiesta. Y aquí si dicen she's having a baby, I'm having a party, porque son acciones. Entonces, cuando sean acciones, they can be used in the progressive. Sí se puede usar con ing. ¿Sí está claro?
Yep.
Pues,
Teacher, and for example, if we're talking in past, it is possible to say the students has a good time in class today.
the students had or has is simple present. Has.
Then it is have.
The students is plural and has is only for singular. He, she, or it. Okay. Remember, has is only using singular with a third person. And we can use the students has a good time because has is only to talk about he or she. Yes?
But I think she's asking if we use, if we can use have, it means have in past, H-A-D, in case that we were talking about in past. I mean, maybe the class was today, but it has finished.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
can we say it in past using have?
Yes, yes. That you said was very correct. Sí, sí está bien. Así como lo manejó, sí se puede usar. Muy bien. Very good. Si está correcto para los demás, estuvo muy claro el ejemplo. It was very clear. It was clearly. Yes.
Yes.
Oh. Y casi estamos por terminar. Well, we're almost done. John probably isn't going to come to school tomorrow. John probably isn't going to come to school tomorrow. Remember when we talk about going to and will for the future? John probably.
The going to.
Going to.
When we use a sentence in future, but when it is probably, we need to use the word will. Instead to going to.
Okay, you says that this is a probability. We are going to use will, but will in negative. How is it? ¿Cómo sería? How was it? John probably.
John will.
Probably won't come. Vamos a quitar isn't going to instead of, and we're going to add want instead of isn't going to. En lugar de isn't going to, vamos a poner want. Y está correcto porque nos dice probably. Recuerden, remember that when we are going to use going to is when we are sure about something. Estamos seguros de que va a pasar. Cuando no estamos seguros, usamos el will. John probably. Aquí no está muy seguro. Y nos dice, use will for predictions. Predictions. Use be, going to, for plans that are already decided. Cuando ya tenemos un plan bien hecho, bien establecido, dicen, I'm going to go to the party. Voy a ir a la fiesta, obviamente ya estando con el smoking, con mi corbata, no se crean tanto así, ¿no? O a lo mejor sí, dependiendo. Estoy seguro que I'm going to go to the party. Pero si no sé si tal vez no vaya por trabajo, I don't know, I'm probably Probably I will go. Probablemente iré o no iré, no sé. Entonces, use will for predictions cuando vamos a predecir algo o cuando aún no estamos seguros de algo. Y cuando ya tenemos el plan bien definido, going to. Por eso en este caso dice John, probably. Probablemente no vendrá. One come to school tomorrow. No hay seguridad, no sabemos, ¿verdad? Ya se hubiera avisado que no iba a venir. Ahí sí decíamos, John isn't going to come to school tomorrow because he says in advance. Ya dijo con anticipación, no voy a poder. He says it in advance. Usamos el going to porque ya estamos seguros que no viene, pero aquí probably won't come. Ok, muy bien. Esto fue el uso del will y going to. If the war ended tomorrow, I will be very sad. If the war ended tomorrow, I will be very sad. Remember, we have in the result, will. How is the verb in the, how is the verb in the condition? If the war ended tomorrow, I will be very sad.
If the war ends tomorrow,
If the world ended, if the world ended tomorrow, I would be. Ok, para mí, for me, ni lo había visto. ¿Quién me dijo ahorita? ¿Quién fue? ¿Camila? Camila nos dijo, if the world end, nos pone presente. Y como aquí está el futuro, podría ser también. Porque Camila nos dijo, if the world end, si el mundo termina. Ah, pero es que es mañana. Ended. Es que por tomorrow no puede ser end. Yo también lo iba a hacer como presente y futuro, pero dice tomorrow. If the world ended tomorrow, nada más por esto, porque nos está hablando de un futuro. If the world ended tomorrow, vean este en pasado. ¿Qué dijimos que pasado? ¿Cómo va a ser el resultado? Aquí tenemos pasado, simple past, y acá iba a ser en would, could or should. ¿Qué condicional es este? Pasado. Si el mundo terminara mañana, yo, I will be, estaría. Recuerden que el would con el le da la terminación ia al verbo. Yo sería o estaría, es el verbo ser o estar. Yo estaría muy triste. Si el mundo terminara mañana, finalizara, se acabara, if the world ended tomorrow, I would be very sad. Estaría muy triste. ¿Qué condicional era? Ahorita vimos uno similar cuando vimos que el verbo va a ser en...
Second conditional.
¿El cuál?
Sorry, second conditional.
Second conditional. This is the second conditional. It is for a present and real condition. There is a very low chance the world, if there is a very low chance, the world will end tomorrow. The speaker does not believe it will happen. Vean, no cree que suceda. Therefore, to show that it's not a real possibility, pues vemos que no es una posibilidad muy real. We use the second conditional. Verbo en simple past, resultado would, could, or should. Muy bien. Second conditional. I still did my homework at 10:30 p.m. last night. I still did my homework at 10:30 p.m. last night. Si diremos I still did my homework. Anoche a las 10:30.
I will use I am still doing my homework at 10:30
10:30
p.m.
Or maybe we can use past continuous. I mean, I was doing.
I was, okay, it still is additional. I was doing, I was still doing. I was doing my homework at 10:30 p.m. last night. Yo estaba aún haciendo mi tarea anoche a las 10:30 cuando a alguien le platicamos, ¿verdad? Es el pasado continuo. Vean, usamos el pasado continuo. We use the past continuous or progressive for action that were in progress at specific time in the past. Vean que esto fue hecho en un tiempo específico en el pasado, anoche, y es correcto. I was doing. Es como estaba haciendo mi tarea a las 10:30 anoche. Estuve haciendo. I was still doing my homework at 10:30. Muy bien. Y casi por último, porque son 20, Lee, afraid of snakes. Lee, afraid of snakes. ¿Qué le faltará?
Is.
Vean el subject Lee, la subject Lee y luego el verbo is. Lee is afraid of snakes. Afraid is an adjective. A verb is still needed. Vean que es necesario el is. Lee es la persona, el subject. Is afraid of. Is afraid of snakes. Recuerden que después de afraid sigue el of. Afraid of. Lee le teme a las víboras. Y por último, the students were not interested in the lesson because it was bored. The students were not interested in the lesson because it was bored. The students.
I think the verb bored.
Is
different. Worried, if I remember well. Should be.
The students were not interested in the lesson because it was boring. ¿De qué estamos hablando aquí? ¿Qué es lo que está aburrido? La clase, the lesson. Vean, cuando hablemos de people, va a ser bored. Aquí están usando bored, pero no estamos hablando de personas, están hablando de the lesson. Cuando hablemos de cosas es boring. I was bored, dicen yo, persona. I was bored in the class. I was bored in the movie theater. I was bored. The people were bored. Estaban aburridas. Because the movie was boring. ¿Qué estaba aburrida? La película. Hablamos de cosas boring. ¿Ok? Boring. Entonces aquí cambiamos así. It was boring. The students were not interested in the lesson because it was boring. The lesson was boring, ¿verdad? Entonces, cuando hablemos de personas va a ser bored. Ellos estaban muy aburridos. They were very bored. I was bored because the class was boring, because the movie was boring. Cuando hablamos de otra cosa va a ser con ing. Muy bien. Ya identificamos, ya recordamos bastantes temas que hemos visto a lo largo de estos 6 niveles. Vamos en el 7. Ya recordamos condicionales el 1, el 2, nos faltó el 3, pero no importa porque viene en este otro. Algunos de ustedes pues recuerden, we are in level 7, no todos estaban aquí, no conozco a muchos están a lo mejor arriba, otros en medio, otros un poquito se nos olvida abajo, pero vamos a ir como ahorita ayudándonos unos a otros. Lo están haciendo perfecto, identificaron, recordamos más que nada varios topics, y vamos a continuar mañana, ¿les parece? Let's continue tomorrow. Thank you. Look, se nos fue el tiempo.
The last question.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Last question, teacher. The class is to start 7:30?
Yes, it will be in this course 7:30 to 8:30.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to see with you, with all of you here today. And let's continue tomorrow at the same time. Thank you and bye-bye.
Teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Thank you.
Thanks.